Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Jurassic World Dominion video. In today's Jurassic World Dominion video, we are going to be focusing on some key information regarding Jurassic World Dominion before it was even filmed. That's right, we are looking at concept art. So if you're excited for today's video, be sure to press that like button. I don't usually ask for likes, but recently we've been doing some sort of YouTube science to see if there's anything different between videos doing well and videos with loads of likes. So today's like goal is 1,500 likes, let's see if we can reach that. But for today's video, we're talking about the concept art and how 2 dinosaurs were cut from the final cut of Jurassic World Dominion. Before we get into today's video, we have the awesome artist of Andre Wallin, who has worked incredibly with Universal to create some absolutely fantastic concept art leading up to Jurassic World Dominion. What this concept art basically does is to help CGI people to get an understanding of what they want the scene to look like. Not only that, it also helps the people who are filming the movie to also get an understanding of what the director wants from the movie as well. There are probably many other reasons as the concept art for Jurassic World Dominion that I haven't listed, but that's the way I see it from what I've learnt back in school. But the concept art we have is actually very intriguing and confirms some very early rumours, some 2019 rumours of the Atrociraptors, which should have been another dinosaur. Firstly though, we're going to check out this image because this image actually looks incredible. We have the 2 kids on the ranch running away from a swarm of locusts. Now, don't get me wrong, we kind of saw a similar scene to this where the locusts did some sort of wave kind of formation within the full movie. However, I can't help but think how cool this scene would have been from the concept art made into full for the actual movie. The way that the locusts kind of swarm over the kids whilst they drop some eggs. I just think that's absolutely awesome. But the main portion of this concept art is actually taking place within Malta. Now, we'll take a look at this one right here. We have Owen Grady on the motorcycle trying to catch the plane that Kayla and Claire are in as they take off from the north set of the runway, as they take off within Kayla's aircraft on the north side of Malta. Now the big difference here is that we have a dromaeosaurid chasing down Owen Grady, not 2 of them. And more specifically, once we move on to the next image, it is actually a Deinonychus. Yes guys, that confirms the rumours from 2019 that Atrociraptors were originally supposed to be Deinonychus. So if you guys didn't know, quite a while throughout 2019 and 2020, we got some concept images and some rumours floating about the internet that Deinonychus were finally going to be in Jurassic World Dominion. Loads of people got excited and we were very chuffed with that. Later, some set photos revealed the Atrociraptor head, which we thought back then were actually the Deinonychus head. However, we now know what happened to that. We never ended up getting Deinonychus and instead we got Atrociraptor. Personally speaking, I'm not going to shit on it, I absolutely love the Atrociraptors throughout Jurassic World Dominion, but I can't help but think that Deinonychus should have really been prioritised to be added to the franchise firstly. Either way, the Deinonychus sported some sort of tiger striped variant pattern, which also matches to what we know that the Atrociraptors may have had some Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor DNA, or more specifically the Isla Sorna DNA, which we also know there is a tiger striped variant over there as well. Not only that, but it does resemble that of the Herrerasaurus skin pattern from the Jurassic Park Telltale game as well. Continuing to the last Deinonychus aircraft scene, we see Owen Grady completely fall off of his motorcycle and hold on to the plane. Ironically, I don't see how he's going to survive this. He's being dragged across at like 400 knots right here, so his legs should pretty much be absolutely stripped to shreds, and also the door just looks very funky, so I'm glad that they went with what we saw in the full movie. But this image right here shows the Deinonychus chasing down Owen Grady whilst they try to escape Malta. Another Deinonychus here showcases a white variant, very similar to Ghost the Atrociraptor, shall we say. That also confirms, yet again, that these Deinonychus or Atrociraptors originally were supposed to have some sort of Jurassic Park 3 or even the Lost World Velociraptor skin pattern or some sort of DNA mixed within their DNA. Technically that doesn't really make them a hybrid, they just take attributes from their appearance. But I am very happy to see that the rooftop scene is something that they wanted from the start, and it's something that we definitely got in Jurassic World Dominion that was absolutely mind-blowing. But now we move on to something that I thought honestly was a very missed opportunity. What if I were to tell you that the Suchomimus, yes, the Suchomimus was supposed to be in Jurassic World Dominion. Here it is, an awesome piece of concept art by Andre Wallin right here yet again, which depicts the Carnotaurus, and this time instead of the Allosaurus, we have the Suchomimus running rampant within the streets of Malta. Now, if we were to replace the Suchomimus with the Allosaurus, why didn't we get this scene? This scene looks absolutely terrifying. The fact we've got two large theropods running down a tight street of Malta, and we have the camera head on facing some civilians who are running away, and then we see the dinosaurs chase after them. I believe that scene would have gone down so much better than to what we originally got within the plaza of Malta, with Scooter Guy just kind of dying. I do hope that this scene was shot and we will get a better understanding as to how the Allosaurus and the Carnotaurus somehow escaped the black market. But even if we were to not have the Suchomimus here, this scene seems like it would have been absolutely terrific to witness. But let's focus on the big elephant in the room. Suchomimus. Come on guys, when are we going to get a Suchomimus in the Jurassic franchise? We know they existed, we know they were planned for Fallen Kingdom, and now they were planned for Jurassic World Dominion as well? Why? Don't get me wrong, I loved Allosaurus throughout Jurassic World Dominion, but I can't help but wonder what it would have been like if we had a Suchomimus in Malta instead, especially considering that that's not really the environment the Suchomimus should have been in. Not only that, we know that Suchomimus can swim within the Jurassic universe, so for it to be in the island of Malta, it's not out of the realm of possibility where we could see a spin-off show with this Suchomimus swimming from Malta all the way over to Italy. I don't know, I'm just really upset that we didn't get to see the Suchomimus and we already saw loads of Allosaurus. So hopefully, here's the saying that maybe we would have seen another Spinosaurid instead of just a baby Baryonyx in Jurassic World Dominion, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we will finally see the Suchomimus on the big screen for a Jurassic movie. Now we actually have some more concept art here from Andrei Ryabovitchev. I think that's how you say it. Hopefully I've got that correct. But he's also had the courtesy of working with Universal and create some awesome concept art for Jurassic World Dominion. In the first image we have Owen Grady, which by the way looks so realistic, it's scary. It looks so much like Chris Pratt. Kudos for you for getting that almost perfect. But we have this scene here of where Chris Pratt goes off to get one of the stragglers of the Parasaurolophus who seems to be running away. We also did in fact see something similar of this scene in Jurassic World Dominion. I think I'm in the honeymoon stage when looking at this image, but I can't help but think that this cinematography right here was better than the one we got of the Parasaurolophus just running off behind Owen Grady. But that might just be because I've gotten used to seeing that scene in Jurassic World Dominion already and I want to see something new. Either way, they're incredible scenes. Now another concept art image that we have here shows off the early renditions of the death of the locusts. So we can confirm that these locusts were always the plan for Jurassic World Dominion. However, you can clearly see that the scene has changed for when Dodson wants the locusts to be set on fire. Instead of only having 2 biosyn workers to press a button to set the locusts on fire, it seems as if we have 4 people witnessing it whilst 3 people go in with masks and hazmat suits to completely disintegrate the evidence of the locusts. Now, I feel like this scene would have been much better, especially given the fact that locusts have been seen to attack people. This scene would have been more horrifying and added that extra bit of, can't quite think of the word I'm trying to use here, but let's say scariness, to when we see this happening, but instead the locusts are actually attacking the people on fire. That way they fall over, the fire points upwards and burns the roof of the building, where the locusts then have an available place to escape, rather than just saying that something's been compromised and the locusts fly out. I feel like that scene and what's shown here in this concept art would have been so much better. Talking of which, we have an image here of sauropods. Now, the sheer size of these sauropods I don't think are Apatosaurus. I have asked the artist what these sauropods are supposed to be, but they have the head of Apatosaurus and they look like Apatosaurus. But the size of them, my goodness the size of them, I don't think they are Apatosaurus. This could be any other random sauropod, but the fact that a scene like this was scripted and planned for Jurassic World Dominion is what's intriguing me the most. I don't know if these sauropods are fighting or not, but we do see 2 Apatosauruses together when we are watching Jurassic World Dominion when Maisie goes into town. So I believe they always wanted to have something to do with 2 Apatosauruses here, and this early concept art definitely shows it. It's an absolute beautiful scene that I really wish was in the movie, and to be honest, I think we need to see more Apatosauruses or sauropods in general kind of battling it out a little bit to show that these gentle giants weren't so gentle and actually did have plenty of fights. Either way, I'm absolutely loving it. Just like I am loving the next bit of concept art, which showcases the new Biosyn variants of the Parasaurolophus, as well as the original Jurassic World Jurassic Park variants of the Parasaurolophus as well. But what's intriguing me the most here is that on the left hand side, we can see the poachers that are ran by Rain Delacourt and Biosyn and Sayuna Santos off to the left. And that shows that Owen Grady definitely had a face-to-face meeting with Rain Delacourt and the rest of the poachers. We even have two of their vehicles there that we later see in the movie. This would also bring more context to when Owen Grady said that he's seen them around when it comes to the poachers after they capture Maisie. So yes, I do think that this scene would have actually been a little bit better to see the poachers come face to face. However, I do also understand that capturing the Parasaurolophus was supposed to be Owen Grady's reintroduction to the Jurassic franchise, so they just wanted to mainly focus on him. But since we did technically have that scene of Rain Delacourt, after the little montage sequence of Owen Grady capturing the Parasaurolophus, I can't help but think it would have been better if they locked eyes and then they didn't say anything and they just ran away and went to their own thing. Either way, for the time being, that's all of the concept art that I have seen so far. Hopefully we get some more for Jurassic World Dominion relatively soon. Anyways guys, that's actually all of the concept art that we have at this point in time. If you want to see more concept art regarding Jurassic World Dominion, don't forget to press that subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss an upload. And if you want to see some sort of interview video with the artist behind this concept art, stay tuned on the channel as I have reached out to him, and fingers crossed we can get him on the channel so we can pick his brains as to what he was thinking when creating this concept art and what Universal or the directors specifically told him for what type of dinosaur. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please do consider pressing that subscribe button if you haven't yet done so, and also don't forget to like the video as our like goal is 1,500. But most importantly, all I ask for from you guys today is to make sure you're staying safe out there, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you, did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.